What's up guys? Today I'm going to do a review on this board from Welcome Skateboards. So I've skated this board for a while. I don't really like it for flip tricks. I really like it for just, what it's made for. Transition skating and just messing around. At first, I really thought I didn't like this skateboard deck, but I just wasn't used to it. The more I skated it, the more I started to like it. These Welcome boards are probably the lightest shaped boards you can find. Most shape boards are really heavy boards for old guys to skate in pools, but these boards, they feel a lot like a normal skateboard deck. They're actually pressed at a manufacturer called PS Sticks, the same manufacturer that makes a lot of toy machine boards, Plan B, Element, and Habitat. So they're really poppy. They're a little bit different than a normal popsicle stick shaped board, but not much different. You can still do all your really technical skating on these boards, and most of them are a pretty normal shape. There's really not a lot of reviews out there on Welcome skateboards. I was surprised because it's a pretty big company. I mean, everybody sells these boards. Every skate shop I've been in lately sells Welcome boards. But the only videos I could really find on these boards were like two guys whispering. I couldn't understand what they were saying. And then there was another guy that kind of had a thick country accent. He just kept putting himself down the entire video and talking about how he can't ollie very high. And he never really talked about the boards at all. So they've got a great team. It's a bunch of young guys that look like they shop at Urban Outfitters, who wear dad caps, usually pink dad caps. And it's like the 80s style boards with messed up grip tape and loose trucks. And they're just like a raw skateboard company, like a skater owned skateboard company. I've filmed this review 3 times now and I keep doing a really negative review. So I want to put a little more positive spin on it. I mean, I kind of like this board. I think it's a good board. I wish I'd gotten a bigger size, but I did a more negative review on it, and I'll play some of those clips now. So I got this board because I really like their graphics. They have a lot of those pastel colors mixed with a white background, and they just have a nice aesthetic. It's a pretty board. Also, I saw that fetish video and it was really cool, so I decided to try out a Welcome board. Another big selling point for me with the Welcome boards was the shape. I wanted to try something a little bit different, and this board has a flat nose. It's probably going to be really good for nose grabs and stuff like that. Well, at least that's what I was thinking when I bought the board. So what do I think about this board? So with any company, you can get a good board that you like, or you can get a bad board that you don't like. With this one in particular, it's an 8 1/4, and it's really flat. This is probably the flattest board I've ever skated. And I've skated a lot of toy machine boards and a lot of flat boards. I even used to skate flat light boards from Element that were flatter on purpose with a lower nose and tail. And this board just feels flatter than any of those. It just feels like there's not a lot of concave. Another thing that makes this board feel flat is there's more distance between the back truck and where the tail starts to curve up. There's like 3 fingers of just flat right behind the back truck before you have the tail, and the tail is pretty mellow. It has an extremely mellow nose and tail. The thing about having a really flat board is at first it feels kind of soggy, but over time it just loses all of its pop. I really wish I had gone with a bigger size deck. I usually skate an 8.75 and this is an 8 1/4. I got this board because it was on sale. It was a little bit cheaper on the website that I was on. So I wish I'd gotten a bigger board because I think this would be a good board for ramp skating or, you know, board slides and stuff like that. Welcome has the best rails. They have the best deck rails of any company. So they make a really fat, slick deck rail. And they sell them individually because a lot of their riders will only skate one rail on the board. So I'm not saying all Welcome boards are bad. I think I just got maybe a bad one, or I really should have gotten a bigger size deck on this one.
I like them. I was like, I don't know, I don't have like any, I don't know, they're just so much fun. Like, you don't have to worry about like certain tricks because it's just kind of like a fun board setup.
So what board is that from
It's
Welcome?
I know it's like Son of Moon Trimmer. I'm not really sure what it's actually called, but it's like, it's probably been one of my favorite boards. The pop is like so different, and the flick, it's just,
I feel
it took
like
me like 5 or 10 minutes to get used to it, but once you get used to it, it's just like,
I feel like there's a little more distance between where the tail starts to curve up. And
I totally agree. It's like a little bit flatter over here.
One thing I definitely want to test out with the Welcome board is how the nose skates as a tail. So skateboards used to have a flat tail, and this board's got a flat, like coffin-shaped nose. So I want to test that out, see how it works. I think it'll be good for some no complies. So this nose works really good for a tail when it comes to no comply tricks. I think it's because it's so long and flat.
Kisses, baby.
like this kind of content, reviews, tutorials, and just videos about what I'm learning as I grow as a skateboarder, then hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.